All right, welcome back to the pod. We have Diego Wardlaw on today.
Howdy.
Super stoked to chat with you, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Real quick, just tell us everything you just said for the last 50 minutes.
Yeah, catch me up if you would, you know?
We start with your Europe trip.
Yeah, I went to Europe. I got a few tattoos throughout my life. It's her birthday tomorrow.
There you go.
Lots of fun events.
Dallas split his chin open.
Well, we can get into all that. But we need to dive deeper on Europe real quick.
Let's go to Europe. Where'd you go? Let's start there.
Flew to Geneva.
Okay.
Went to the Alps for
great.
2.5 weeks.
What are you doing there?
Just ripping around. My brother lives out there.
Yeah.
In a van.
Nice.
He
Were you
speaks
staying with him in the van?
Yeah.
How was
That's
that?
the way to do it.
We'll get into that. It was honest and brutal.
Why?
It's
Were you
just
sleeping on the floor or on the bed with him?
for a few nights I was on the floor.
And then you were like, fuck.
It was freezing on the floor. There was a constant breeze of freezing air from the outside coming in,
I
and
love that he did that to you.
just rock hard.
Like, good luck to you, little bro.
And the first night I had like the flimsiest little sleeping bag. I ended up
Like a
wearing
yoga mat.
all my base layers and all my ski clothes while I was sleeping. Yeah,
Is that bad, huh?
it was cold as shit.
Bruh.
And then
So were you skiing up there then when you were there?
yeah, did a bunch of skiing, skied,
Speed riding.
and
So
speed riding. Yeah,
With the speed wing and
the kite?
skis.
yeah, with like a
Sail?
parachute kind of, and
Like
then
a
you
small
just
paraglider.
ski, and you start skiing, and at some point you can just ski over a cliff and just start flying.
All
Pretty
right.
fun. But the van, we'll get more into the sports here in a second. The
Bro.
van was the all-time highlight. One night we were gonna sleep together in the van or in the bed because I was just so over the floor.
Blow.
I was like,
Screw
we'll
this.
both fit up there. Like, fuck it. It'll be fun,
Yeah.
We just can't think we're each other's girlfriends. Else we'll start kind of cuddling in the middle of the night. So we had to make sure of that. But that night I had like some sleep paralysis or something freaky. And I had this dream where I was like, my eyes were open and I was in the van, but I felt like I was in a coffin and I couldn't breathe. And I started like panicking and I couldn't fucking breathe and I couldn't move my body. I was like insanely claustrophobic. And I like got out of the bed. Finally, I woke up and I like was able to get out. And I was like, I'm not sleeping up there again. Fuck that. I'd rather sleep on the floor and be freezing than experience whatever the fuck that was. So that was that.
Some dark energy or something. Jeez.
Just fucking claustrophobia, dude. It's like the ceiling's right here. You can't sit up at all.
Can't
Like,
even roll over. It's that
there's
tight.
a person right next to you, so you're kind of stuck against a wall. It was just
You're sardines in a can at that
bound
point.
to happen. Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
I ended up getting a hotel for half the time I was there.
Really?
Yeah, just because I could not handle the van. But it was cool. It was cheap. I found a few sick hotels for like 90 euros a
Lodges
night.
kind of thing.
There was one that was like a cabin
Okay.
up in the hills
Yeah.
that was the key for the door was this big. It was steel.
Almost
it was
a
like
foot long, and
it was like clank, spin it like 4 times, like clank, 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 and then the door like pushes open. Some medieval shit. But it had a private terrace with my own hot tub on it.
Oh yeah.
View of Mont Blanc and all the Chamonix. It was sick for 99 euros. It was amazing.
It's best.
That's fire.
That was nice. That was really good getting out of the van.
That's
for
a
that.
big part of why Switzerland's one of my favorite places. I took a trip with my family and we were staying in all these like relatively nice hotels when we were kind of
so
touring
cheap,
Europe
yeah.
for relatively cheap. We get to
insane.
Switzerland and we're like, screw it. We're just going to pick this like cheap ski chalet. We're only staying one night. And we were in Switzerland for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And we get there the first night and it's college dorms, but like downgraded. I mean, you got beds, maybe a sink, and you got a shared patio, which is also your front door.
And I'm sure there was a shower with no curtain.
Oh, there wasn't a shower.
Oh, there you
That
go.
was communal.
Hell yeah. There
Yeah.
you go. At
Yeah.
least as long as there's a curtain and a seat, toilet with a seat. That's all I care about.
You know, it flushed. That's what mattered.
Nice.
But it was a good time, and I was like, let's just do 3 or 4 nights here. Like we just had a good time, and it's fun
Yeah.
little like it's just a little bit of a vibe up there, and you're literally overlooking this 1,000-foot cliff outside your door.
You're
It's like
on a mountain. Like there wouldn't be any places like that in America for
well, we don't
anywhere
have
close to
mountains
that
like
place.
that.
Exactly. True. These are hills, tiny little brown hills.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I feel that.
Lauterbrunnen was insane. Just where we were
Waterburn is
staying, a little
insane, dude.
hostel or something.
You're in Murin, right?
yeah,
right
yeah.
above High Ultimate. Murin is insane.
I think I was in Lauterbrieren when I was there. That
Really?
sounds
The
right.
little
yeah.
town on top of
Yeah.
the 2,000-foot cliff.
That's it.
And then
Yep.
it's just
No
like
roads
another-
going up there.
Correct. Yep. That's the one.
It's a full town. People live on a
You gotta
2,000
take like a train car up.
like the same height as Mount Olympus from us right now is a city on top of a cliff.
Not
And
the
then it
coolest way
goes
to
up
live.
another like freaking 10,000 feet.
Yeah,
It's like
insane. That was
gnarly.
cool speed flying there. That was really cool.
Did you do the launch in Murin where you go over the wires?
Yeah.
I almost died right there.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a
couldn't
really
get my
sketchy experience there too.
I couldn't get my phaser to go.
Phaser 14?
Yes.
Yeah, no shit,
think so.
dude. It's like
And I
a
freaking-
bunny hill.
Bro, and I freaking like carved to the right and I had to like aim for the little saggy point in the lines to like clear them and I cleared them by like 15 feet.
And that's a Schilkhorn lift, right? The one that
don't know
goes
what the name of
up.
it.
Because there's one that goes up and then another one.
Yeah,
off.
yeah. The other one
That's
off.
the one you almost hit.
That's the one where I barely
Yeah, that's
made
the
it.
launch. Yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious.
What happened to you there? You're like,
I
what was the
wasn't like that.
situation?
What happened with me is just stupid confusion and not being smart. Because this was our first run in Lauterbrieren and off of the Schilkhorn. And we were going up the lift, looking up the mountain. And Dante was walking me through the flight. He's like, okay, when you fly, you're going to want to go left. And he like did this as we're looking up the mountain. He's like, when you fly, you're going to want to go left. If you go to the right, you're going to get fucked. You're not going to be able to make it back. You're probably going to end up in a tree. So I was like, all right, fucking don't go left or don't go right. Whatever it was he was saying. And
Got your rights and lefts mixed up?
well,
You gotta do the L's for us?
I something.
I should have when you were on the cliff.
I
apparently.
should have. Well, what I should have clarified is if he meant lookers right or skiers right. Because he meant looking down the hill. Go to the left.
Skiers, right?
Yeah, skiers right. And I was in my head and he was doing the hand signals. So I was thinking,
You're like,
lookers.
okay, this is the, yeah,
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I need to fucking fly that way.
the wrong.
And in his mind, he was like, you need to fly that way, even though he's doing that. So we get to the launch. He's like, any questions? I'm like, I think I'm all good. I launch first. And I take off. I'm flying. I start flying to the right a little bit. I'm like, this is a really shallow line. Interesting. He told me to go this route. And I did a quick little glance back and I saw him just doing a quick carving turn to the right. So I was like, oh, cool. I'm going the right way. Making sure, I'm going the way that he's going. So I should be good. And I just keep flying for a little more. And then I get to a point where trees all around me. And I'm like, I'm not going to clear that. I'm not going to clear that. I don't think I'll clear that. Definitely not clearing that houses and shit. And if I land right there, I'm hiking an hour all the way back up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck, this is going to be a long day. I started maybe thinking, all right, if I don't clear these trees right here, if I don't think I'm going to clear them, I'm going to go to the right. And I got half in my brakes, pulled my trimmers in, was holding my rears a little bit just to get a little extra glide, max glide. And I made it 2 feet, a foot probably over the trees.
When you're kicking them.
Yeah, I literally could have stuck my foot down and kicked them. I'll show you the video later.
Jeez. Dude.
And out, right over the cliffs and shit. I would have had to get a helicopter to pick me up. Barely made it over and then was able to fly back into the valley. But everyone was like, oh, I thought you were going for the long hike there.
Oh,
But
did Dante
was-
say anything to you? Did he know?
Yeah,
Did he
was
see
like,
what happened?
What the fuck were you doing? And I saw him after I'd already fucked up. I saw him flying way to the left, and he was doing this and shaking his wing. He's like, "Oh, this way," and I'm like, "I can't at this point." It was a shit show. Such a shit. But I made
I
it
gotta
back.
see that video, bro.
And then I'll pull it up really quick just so you can see how close I got to the tree.
yeah, when he took us to that launch, well, he didn't go with us. I was with John Fay.
Did he say the
was
same thing?
No, he was like, yeah, it's a super chill launch. You guys should be good. That was all he
That's
said.
Dante for you. So yeah, take over.
Wait.
These are the lines that you almost flew into. And then right here is when I realized can't fly left, can't fly right. Barely going to clear these trees. I'm in half brakes. And
I'm surprised you
barely
went for
cleared
it.
it. I know. I was about to go land right here.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can tell, dude, I was barely clearing this. I was about to go land right here. I'm getting as much as I can. The wind is helping me out. Like, it was fucked. I was like, maybe I should land right here. I'm going to go for it. Fuck it. Oh.
How much air can you feel on the bottom of your skis? Like if you point your tips down, does it pull
You
you?
feel a lot when you're in turns and shit. And like right there, I couldn't feel shit because I was just going so slow trying to get as much glide
But you
as
still
I
kind of
can.
angle them, or
Not really.
You don't really
Like
think
if
about it?
anything, you just want the least amount of drag, especially in that situation.
you're just pointing them?
But I didn't have skis in this. That was just foot
Oh,
launching.
you're just running.
Yeah, yeah.
With foot launcher.
Because there's no snow at the bottom. You're just landing on grass and rocks with your skis. So.
You can land on grass.
You can, but it's just a fucking.
You just kick the skis off right
Mess
before
your
you hit the
skis
ground.
up.
Just drop them
Little
10 feet.
Boom, boom.
Doable.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. I'll try that.
That'd be kind of
Until you
Except the
get it all
drop
fucked
weight
up,
would-
and then you have one ski and it's stuck behind, and then you.
Yeah, or like the drop in weight might fluctuate your glide a little bit.
No,
Not that much.
he's got heavy fucking skis. I don't know.
How much your skis weigh?
It depends. I mean,
Yeah.
I know the
Mine are
grams are
light.
probably 2,000 grams or so, plus bindings, probably another 1,000 grams.
I don't know if you
I don't know
measure
how
it in
that
grams,
converts.
It won't affect you.
Yeah,
That's how backcountry skiers believe it. That's why
Yeah.
I know that. 'Cause that's what they always ask for. What's the grams on that? I don't know.
Fucking, it's
gotta
definitely
learn.
not pounds.
Yeah, all I know is it's not a pound.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
that's all that
Makes
matters.
sense.
But there are some skis. I mean, they're cannonballs. But
My skis, I have the Armada Tracers.
oh, those are quality.
They're carbon.
Oh yeah, they're lightweight.
Same material the space shuttle's made out of
So I hear.
for like heat.
Bro, speaking of the
Yeah.
space shuttle, did you see that SpaceX just made it to the space station to rescue those astronauts?
He finally
Really?
made it.
Yeah, they made it just today.
I was
saw
gonna
him
say,
talking.
isn't there a bunch of astronauts like stranded in space?
They've been up there for 8 months.
Yeah, months now. Fuck.
And they just got, the SpaceX made it to them today.
I wonder if
gnarly.
they can go on the internet and shit.
Oh, they have. Yeah, Starlink, man.
Imagine how crazy you'd go if you couldn't go on the internet for 8 months.
Yeah, but like that's got to be weird being in space. Like, yeah, I'm trapped up here, but I can still
See the
all
world.
The world going
The
by,
world's
and I
right
can
there.
look out the window. All that shit's going on.
I just want to
down
go
there.
over there.
That's wild.
That would suck, dude.
One of my biggest goals in life is to get head in space,
Spacehead?
space top. It's my biggest goal. I've told you this.
That's one of my biggest goals in life. That's the highest achievement I'm going for.
Think about it, dude. That's a pretty high achievement.
I mean, it's higher than the Mile High Club, that's for sure.
Just many mile
many
high
miles.
club. Yeah. It's the. I don't even know.
There's probably going to be like a hotel in orbit in our
Oh
lifetime.
yeah, for sure. Well, there's the Virgin space flights they were doing. The Virgin
you smash on those?
Galactic. You should be with a name like that, bro. Come on.
Virgin
Virgin Galactic and I can't smash? Come on. That's hilarious. Honestly, I'm sure someone. Do you think people have fucked in space? For sure.
Have to imagine.
They have to. The
Yeah.
astronauts have been up there for 8 months.
I heard Trump saying something. He's like, I hope they're falling in love. I hope they fall in love. It must be very lonely.
Is that really what he said? Dude, I freaking love Trump. He's awesome.
So good.
He's quality.
He makes
He's
me laugh.
hilarious.
Yeah. He's just making the
funny.
world a better place.
Did you see the video where he got hit with the boom mic?
Yeah.
Avery showed me that. I'm like, when you're in a threesome with your homie and he accidentally hits your face with his junk.
Okay. I like how he didn't even he wasn't pissed. Like,
No, he's just like
He's just
really
like, are you
confused.
fucking stupid, dude? He hit me in the
And
mouth with
then-
a giant boom mic.
I think after all the videos cut out, he was like, or some were still recording because there's a video of him after. He's like, that's gonna be a crazy story. That's a crazy story for you.
One time I hit the president with a boom mic.
Yeah. So funny.
Jeez.
I wish I was her. That would have been really funny, honestly. He's
He's holding the mic and hitting him in the face. He's the president.
close here.
just like,
Oh no.
whoa, is that gay?
I wonder what the heck was happening for her to do that. Like,
I don't know.
do that on purpose?
Those media people are tweakers. They're always like running around and losing it.
Not this
Media people.
Avery was telling me how your mom's all mad that you voted for Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom tried to convince my girlfriend to not date me because I voted for Trump. Oh, not actually.
But kind of leaned in on it a little bit.
Yeah.
She fed the fire a little bit. She's like, hey, you should know.
Well, so we went on a motorcycle ride. I just took her on the back of a bike and we went like 3 hours up trails and shit. It was a hardcore ride for just someone sitting on the back. And then we met my mom. She drove her car up to this cafe.
Yeah.
And we met her at that. And then Avery was like, okay, I'm just going to ride in the car back because that was a lot. And then I was stoked because I could just rip. And as soon as they got in the car, what did she say?
You're going to have to repeat it. Cause,
I will. Oh, there you go.
So who did he vote for? Did he vote for Donald Trump? And I was like, yeah, he did. And she's like, I knew it. I knew he did.
She tried to keep
And
from setting my ballot.
Yeah. She wouldn't send
She wouldn't
his
send it. I'm like,
ballot.
you can't do that.
She's a total tweaker about it. And then she's like, I don't know how you do it. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I literally couldn't date a man. I would immediately break up with him. And I was like,
It's like, Mom, you live in $1.5 million house.
I don't know what to say about
Get
that. Like, do you want me to break up with your son? Like,
You should have said that. You should. I think I'll break up with him now that you say
you're
that.
right.
You know what?
I think I'll end
Yeah.
it when we get
She'd
back.
be like, wait a minute. What did I say?
Yeah, you're right. I am going to do that.
You're really
Yeah,
smart for
it
mentioning
was-
that.
I had definitely had to diffuse the situation.
Thank God.
God.
I don't know what I would have done.
Dude, yeah, exactly. I was like, whoa, did you see that moose out there? Like,
Wow,
just
it's so
distract
beautiful
her.
around here.
She's pretty ditzy. You can change the
You can distract her very easily.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
She
not even
seems like quite
hard
the
to distract
adventurous.
her. She's just very like kind of
All over.
all over, so she distracts herself. But she's a sweetheart. We love her.
She's awesome.
We love her.
It's always smiles and hugs when I
She's
see
the
her
best. She's yeah, she came and stayed with us like a week not that long ago. It was fun. Back to Europe though. What do we do in Europe? So we started in Geneva.
Yep.
Went to Chamonix, France for like a
place.
week. I fucking loved Chamonix.
Bucket list on that one in the wintertime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Did you do days of just skiing as well? The wind's bad?
Well, there was one day I got really sick a few days while I was out there. And the one day I got really sick, we skied Valley Blanche. Longest ski run in the world.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it's not like on a resort, but you take the Aiguille de Midi up, which is a crazy gondola in Chamonix.
Oh yeah.
And 13 miles from the top to bottom on an ancient glacier. One of the most
13 miles.
13 miles top to bottom.
That's how many some people get in a day or less. Like
Not even,
Literally,
yeah, not even, which is crazy. And one run that we did in like an hour and 45 minutes. And it's like the most dangerous skiing in the world too.
it's gnarly. It's not just like a casual
Like
way down.
crevasses everywhere.
100-foot crevasses everywhere. Like if you take off your skis and walk 10 feet anywhere, you're probably going to fall in a crevasse.
And he was saying if you fall in a crevasse, I guess your body like warms up and it melts the ice and then you slip
further,
farther and
yeah.
farther and farther and farther.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous part because like after like 2 hours, your body heat will melt you enough into the ice that you're either falling another 100 feet down, or if you're just in the ice, you're going to be so buried in the ice. When they come to rescue you, they're picking you out with an ice axe to get your body out. Gnarly shit.
So did you guys have like, you said Dante was teaching you about bolts. Like how do you lock into
So you just wear a harness.
when you're skiing at that run?
Yeah. Well, people pay like $600, $700 to go on guided runs just to ski Valley Blanche. That's how much people pay to have a guide take them, and they have 100 foot of rope connected between each person. Just getting down to where you start the ski run is on this knife edge that, I mean, there's like ropes in the winter and stuff that you can clip into, but it's a full on knife edge, 12,000 foot drop on one side. Sheer rocks, literally at 12,000 feet, sheer drop on one side. You slip,
That's a skydive.
you're done. Like you're not stopping yourself from slipping or falling. You're just done. You're missed once you hit a rock. And then the other side's almost just as bad. And yeah, so we skied that. Crazy. I mean, just giant glaciers everywhere, and it was good powder too. It was a nice day for it. A plane crashed in front of us while we were skiing. That was pretty crazy. A little experimental light sport.
Yeah.
And it was super quiet. Fucking had an engine out and was trapped in the mountains and decided to land on Valley Blanche. one of the pilots got pretty fucked up. They pulled him out in a helicopter. The other one was, I think, mostly okay. I think they brought him down in a toboggan.
All right.
Which is a whole thing in itself. It's a 13-mile fucking ski run.
It's a long way down the toboggan ride. Yeah. Short ones aren't good, let alone the long
Well,
one.
French people are just different. French people, like, you're in Chamonix Valley looking up in the middle of the night and there's 100 lights throughout all the mountain of just alpinists out in the middle of the night hiking up
Headlamps
like
and
the
stuff.
gnarliest fucking terrain.
What the heck?
Just so
dude?
they can get more in the morning. Like, fucking French people are insane.
They're committed.
Yeah, it's insane.
real
You'll
adventurous.
see 60-year-old ladies up on Volley Blanche, like full harness, full gear, like ice axes and shit. You're like, what the fuck am I doing? But yeah, the plane fucking crashed. They had a helicopter pull the pilots out. They kept the plane there for like 3 days
Yeah.
before they pulled it out. And a bunch of French kids set up a fat jumping over the plane.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're throwing flips over and stuff.
Yeah, I'll show you a video.
Oh, I got to see
It
this.
was fucking sick.
Dude, I was gonna ask you, would it be hard for you to fly? Because you're a pilot. Would it be hard for you to fly in Europe? Like, could you take an airliner to Europe and then rent a plane and cruise around?
No.
No?
So like the whole certificates, like my
Transfer.
pilot's license is from the FAA, which is just American.
They don't give you like any temporary shit? Like, this
No, I
American
can do
stuff
like a
usually.
transfer. I don't know the details of exactly how it works, but I know I can do a pain in the ass transfer that's like a whole new flight school, and I can get rated to fly. But flying,
You don't
here,
care to do it over there?
No, flying here in America for GA is like the Wild West. There, it is. There's laws.
They don't even check your license ever, really.
I mean, it's never happened to me, but it can happen for sure.
You're telling me I can get in this plane is what you're saying.
I'm not saying that.
I knew a guy who flew for a long time.
I'm
without
being
a
recorded
license.
right now. So.
Especially
Let's see
people
how
in
much I say.
Alaska.
That's a different place up there.
People in Alaska, you don't need a license.
But-
There's no FAA in Alaska.
The thing I was saying, there definitely is. They
The
just
border's right there. I mean,
they just get cold. The thing about flying here is it's really fun. I just kind of get in my plane and I go fly wherever I want. I'm like, okay, I want to go do this now. I want to go do that. I want to go camp on an island. I go camp on an island. But in Europe, it's a lot more strict for GA. They treat GA kind of how like they treat the airlines. You have to do what you say you're going to do. You can't really just like cruise around too well.
oh, shit.
Fucking crazy. As I'm pulling the plane out.
You have to send that to Nick so he can put it in our episode.
Oh, true. I
We
will.
need to start having Nick throw in random stuff like that.
We should, yeah.
Crazy.
Is this you?
No, this was just some sick snowboarder. Just over a crash
That was
plane.
massive.
Yeah. Nuts.
That's so awesome that you got to go do that trip with your brother, dude.
It was awesome. It was really fucking cool. And then, let's see, that was skied Valley Blanche. Did a bunch of speed riding up at Val d'Isere. That
See
was
if you
super
could
cool.
get that mic pointed over at you a little more.
Speed riding at Val d'Isere in France. That was pretty sweet.
Similar style, super big.
Super big. You take a gondola up, 10-minute ride for 2,500 vertical feet. Right off the gondola, you'd set up your wing and launch, and you'd have just infinite gullies and snow and cliffs to ski off of. And then you'd land right
Bruh.
back at the gondola and hop back on.
10 more minutes up.
Yeah, I mean, we did like 30,000 feet of flying from 9 a.m. to noon. It was insane.
It's awesome.
That's crazy.
And
Did you
then-
progress a lot?
Yeah, it's insane. Especially like with my American mindset of like, I can't normally do this, so I have to make it worth it. But
I'm stoked you got out of there safe, though.
it was, yeah, I definitely was.
Do you have any scary calls?
cautious. I mean, with the tree, that was freaky. I had almost had a power line at one point. Not like almost. I just like,
A little nervous.
I was swooping.
Yeah.
I can get close to it, and then I got a little closer than I meant to. But it was chill. And a crane. The crane was a little closer than I thought it'd be because it was moving towards me. So I was like, I didn't expect that. You know, I was like, I didn't really think about how cranes move.
No, it's good.
That's a nice line. Where'd the line go? Yeah.
Hi, Crane.
Um,
The operator's waving at you.
yeah, it was cool. But the best part of Val d'Isere was the appraise.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Bro, holy
Party?
Oh, yeah.
The partying was mental.
We know you're
different up
freaking
there.
a partier, bro.
Oh, I like the party.
You got some crazy party
Especially if
stories.
there's, I just realized this has been undone this whole time.
Oh, shit. Let's start the pot over.
Start over. So we'd speed ride all day and then we'd finish and we'd just land right in front of this place called Folie Douce, which is in the middle of the mountain.
Yeah.
And fucking there's like 300 people just raging on a deck, sick DJs, full on production. Goes on all day, every single day of the week. Fucking awesome. And we just speed ride in. We had our
you
our
guys were
harnesses on, and the bouncers loved us. There was like a whole line of kids trying to get in. And we just come to the sign. And he's like, "Oh, how was it today?" And we're like, "It was sick. Bonjour, it's sick." And then he's like, "Get in here," and we like give him all our gear, and he'd like put it to the side for us. We just fucking party.
No way. That's sick. Did they like know Dante or just thought you guys
You
were
just see the speed riding shit, and they're like, "Oh fuck yeah, this big boys."
cool? Nice.
And yeah, that was fucking cool. And then went to Val Jus. That was really cool. Did a bunch more speed riding there. Then what did we do? We went back to Chamonix.
Okay.
Weather was kind of crap for a few days. And that was kind of when I was sick. So I took it pretty easy.
Relax, but
And then I started feeling a bit better. Let's see. We went to dinner, me, Dante, and Mike Brewer one night for Mike's birthday.
Sick.
And we went to this fun little restaurant. It was called what was it called? I completely forget, but it was a honey liquor distillery. And it was a nice little restaurant. It was like 9:00 and we got there and everyone was tired and pooped, but I just felt like raging that night. And
as Diego does.
exactly, bro. But there's nothing, I didn't like have the means in sight. So, we were hanging, eating dinner, and then slowly coming down.
Loosen it. Get it where you want it, and then crank it. That thing kind of freaking. We got to get new mics.
No, that's good. I like that.
It worked.
So we were just eating dinner, hanging out, having drinks, and then
Slowly sagging.
they, just like me, and then a DJ rolled in with CDJs and a big old speaker. Started playing like sick house music. And I was just like, I want to go dance. And everyone kept eating dinner and I just kind of started dancing. And I just kept dancing. It was good fucking music. I met some fucking drunk dude and we started dancing, just having a hoot. Later on in the night, he started thinking I was gay for him, which I wasn't. And that was a little awkward.
He was giving you some vibes there. He was a little.
Well,
he was interested.
I
and you
kind of
weren't.
set myself up
putting those
for
vibes
it. I
off.
set myself up for it because, like, I just
your
like
fault,
I'm.
Because he's kind of gay.
Fuck you. That's my girlfriend saying that. I went up to him and he was wearing suspenders and I just grabbed the back of him as hard as I could. I like hadn't met this guy at all yet. And I just grabbed him as hard as I could and like slapped it. He's like, ah. And then I was just like, yeah.
What's up,
And then he's
boy?
like, just started dancing together. And it was fun. We just were partying. He bought me a few drinks. I was like, sick. And then he started getting a little gay. And I was like, all right, I'm going to head
This
out.
is where I draw the line.
Yeah, I was like, I think there's some other shit going on. See ya. By the way, you have a fat tab.
Drinking on his dime.
It's like that guy over there. He's 2 more of these. Drinks both of them. Dude was fucked up. He didn't need any more.
That's fucking awesome.
And then, I was fucked up at that point, and I went outside, and Dante because everyone else had left at this point. I don't know if I said that, but as I was dancing, Dante and Mike and everyone we were hanging with was like, all right, we're going to go back to the hotel or back home. Mike went to the hotel. Dante's like, I'm going to bed. Have a good night. There should be a bus that'll take you back to your hotel. Just look it up. It's like, okay. I knew it's like an hour walk to my hotel from where I am. So worst case, I can just do that. It's France, you know, everything's easy to walk around. And then went outside and I like met some random British kids and we started fucking raging. And they had like a bottle of Prosecco and I just kind of took it from them. And we were just walking around. We ended up at some house party in some really dingy club. And I was fucked up at the house party. And I remember I met this group of people and I was having a great time with them. But I realized I had to catch my bus, the last bus for the night. So I was like, I gotta go. I got a bus to catch. I'll see you guys later. They didn't speak any English. And they're like, oh, you stay, we drive, hotel later. It's like, no, I don't think you will. And they're like, Diego, you come party, it's fun. And they're like, America, we have fun. And I was like, all right, if you drive me, I'll stay. And they're like, we shook on it. And long story short, I got fucked up and just left the house party at some point and left all those guys and then found myself at another club. And then I realized it was like 2 a.m. and I had to wake up in the morning and all the buses were gone. I was like, fuck, I'm going to just take my losses and start walking home. All the way on the other side of Chamonix. And I started walking. I was fucking hammered and I turned a corner. And I recognized the people that were walking towards me. They're like, Diego. And I was like, those fucking guys that are supposed to give me a ride home. And I was like, you give me a ride home. I'm walking home. Give me a ride home. Like, all right, get in the trunk. And I was like, what? Like, get in the trunk. It's not like an SUV. It was a hatchback. And I was fucked up. I was like, I don't give a fuck at this point. I just got in the trunk.
It's going to be a good
I have a video on my phone. I'm like, in the back. I'm like, I don't know where I am. I'm in France. These people kidnapped me. And the guy's like, hey, we kidnapped him. It was so funny. And I guess I made it back to my hotel that night, which is sick. But
That's all that ends
so funny. And then the next day, I went to check into my new hotel. Avery, I don't know if I mentioned this part. This is like the funniest full circle. I did mention this to you. I go to check into my new hotel the next day. It was that cool, like...
You worked at the front desk?
Like, yes. He was the gay dude who I slapped his suspenders was the front desk guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And I was like... And it was funny because I was like, that guy looks really fucking familiar. Yeah. He's wearing the same fucking outfit. He's still wearing the suspenders.
I hadn't gone home yet.
And he still looked fucked up. And and then I was checking out the next night. I was like, I think we were fucking partying together the other night. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, at the honey place. He's like, oh shit. And I was like, this is a video of you all fucked up. He's like, that's me. That's me. So funny.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a really fun night. And then
Dang, bro. Sounds like you had a freaking blast over there.
Dude, it was fun.
You're telling the chicken story.
What's the chicken story?
Oh,
Dante cooks.
this is just my brother being my brother, bro.
What happened?
Have you ever had Dante cook you any food?
I don't think so. Dante's definition of food is like normally like candy from a gas station.
Yeah, exactly. That sums it up so perfectly, bro. He grew up on Nesquik and Annie's mac and cheese. That's all he ever ate. Anything green, won't fucking touch it. Still to this day, like avocados, he won't fucking eat them. He won't touch them, bro. And he's like, they're disgusting. He's never tried them in his life just because they're green. He's an adult. It's crazy. For like 10 years, he wouldn't eat the crust off of anything. But like, yeah, that's normal for some kids. But for him, there was crust on waffles, on pancakes, crust on English muffins.
Wouldn't eat the border of it, basically?
Yeah, but like on shit that's like an English muffin. Like the whole fucking thing is literally crust. It didn't make any sense. Weird fucking kid. Sorry, Dante.
What was the chicken?
If you're watching this. So the fourth night I was there I think we were in Albertville, France. And I got this like cheap hotel because I hadn't slept at all at this point. I was been there for 4 days, still jet lagged, and I hadn't slept at all because I was on either the floor of his van or losing my mind from claustrophobia. So I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting a hotel tonight. Got a hotel, stoked on it. Got a nice shower. I think I had Burger King that day. It was a good day.
There you go.
Dante, French Burger King hit. I got a mac and cheese burger.
Oh,
Raclette burger.
okay.
The Raclette Royale, I think it was called.
Fancy.
Awesome. And I was in the hotel room. Dante was hanging out. He was like, I'm going to go down to the van. I'm going to make us some dinner. Come down in like 30 minutes. I'll text you. I'm stoked. I'll make us some dinner. It's going to be great. I was like, hell yeah. I don't think my brother's ever made me dinner in my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
He's an adult now. That's cool. He's my older brother. And he texts me. He's like, dinner's ready. I go out to the van. And he literally just has a fucking fat plate of just cubed chicken. Nothing else. No sauces, no carbs, nothing. Just cubed chicken. That was all. I was like, all right. And I'm fuck yeah, I'll take some protein. Whatever. He tried. It's the thought that counts. And I was like, you got any sauce? He's like, no. Crazy. No. It had this seasoning on it. I noticed. This was before I tried it. It was like kind of a red seasoning. It's like, I put this really good seasoning on it I got from China. It's like a delicacy. It's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
If someone says they're giving you a Chinese delicacy, don't fucking eat it.
That's like chicken feet or
Yeah, or
something.
kittens. Maybe don't put that on there. And I take a bite of it, and it just tasted like chemicals, like Lysol, and like a little peppery. And then after like a few seconds, my whole fucking face was numb. My whole mouth was numb. My tongue was numb. I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't taste anything. It was like tingling all the way in my throat and my stomach. Like it was weird and unpleasant. It was fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, what the fuck is this? It's like, oh, it's Chinese spice. It makes your mouth tingle in them. It's really good. And I have a whole fucking plate of it. Like, I'm sorry. You should have asked me before if I wanted a whole plate of chicken that numbs my mouth.
Tingly chicken.
Yeah.
Enjoy
So,
some tingly chicken.
long story short, I had him drive me to Burger King again. I had Burger King for a second time that day. It was awesome. It was great.
Oh, dude.
So yeah, that's the chicken story.
Good
That was
old
hilarious.
freaking Dante.
That was
man.
funny.
He's a legend.
What
Dude,
other
I was going to
highlights?
ask. So Mike Brewer, he's Red Bull, right?
He is now.
He is now? Mm-hmm. Is there any word on the street about Dante being Red Bull?
I can't talk about that on the podcast, man.
Yeah, you can,
That's all
dude. That's why we're
exclusive
here.
secrets and shit.
So that's a yes.
I don't know anything.
There's rumors.
I don't know anything. Haven't heard any rumors or nothing. I know that Dante's a stud and he is the best, like one of the best at what he does. And in terms of like the vibe he gives off and the professionalism.
And
how
definitely for
smart
his
he
age,
is.
there's nobody better.
And for his age, like I think if Red Bull Air Force wanted some younger people for the next generation, he is a great person along with Mike to
How old's Mike?
represent. I don't know. I think
What do they
he's
do?
30. I think he turned 30.
What does he do?
Dante?
Yeah.
He
Parachute-
speed fly,
parachute
everything
pro.
with parachutes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
body, flight, and parachute.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't really free fly, but
No, I mean he's
Parachutes.
really fucking good at speed flying. Really fucking
really good at speed flying. Good at acro.
Really fucking
Good at base
acro.
jumping. He's
Yeah.
done a lot of really
He has
crazy.
thousands and thousands of
He
base
has like,
jumps.
yeah, I think more base jumps than anyone his age or younger. Well, for
sure.
sure.
For sure for
Yeah.
his age.
How old is he?
He has some of the lowest base jumps ever. Dante
Something
is
like 85 feet.
26. Yeah, 26.
85
Shout out
feet.
Dante.
Shout
I
out
always,
Dante. The
I always
man.
love that he got
Dante.
this tattoo.
Did you start that or did Dante start that?
I started
You
this.
started that.
Case of emergency, call my mom.
Yeah, he's got one too. This guy's got all sorts of
That's
wild
a great
tattoos.
tattoo.
Oh,
Tell us
yeah.
about the one on your arm.
This one?
Yeah.
We'll do this story again. Turkey Boogie. 20, I think.
It's like a parachute party in Moab, fundraises for the search and rescue.
Yeah.
They do like raffles and stuff. So I'll let you tell it, but yeah,
Fucking great.
setting the tone.
I appreciate it. We already talked about this earlier, so that's good. There was something I didn't mention before. So to be able to go to like the Turkey Boogie party,
Yeah.
you have to be, well, at this point, you had to be a base jumper.
That's a good call.
Yeah. You had to be a base jumper. And at this point, I hadn't done any base jumps before. And I could go to a party because I'm Dante's brother, but it's just like, it's a party for base jumpers.
Yep.
Right.
So that morning, Dante took me on my first base jump.
Off a cliff.
Off
It's a great place to start.
yeah. Well,
Safest object.
off the space net in between
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch of cliffs.
So it's kind of safe, but like also kind
I
of worse.
feel like it's worse because there's cliffs on both sides.
Yeah. But you got time to turn.
Okay, no, not really. It just had a nice opening, so I didn't worry about it. But
Did you go through the center?
yeah, I hung by it, and then
Oh,
he
cool.
PCA'd me.
Nice.
It was funny. My mom was there. She hated it
I can imagine.
because it was
bet.
kind of a surprise too. Because Abby was doing her first base jump, and then we got there, and he just handed me a rig. He's like, "You want to jump?" I was like, I guess.
How many skydives did you have at the time?
Probably like 300.
Oh,
okay.
250.
you
So
were
I had a
good.
bunch, but I'm super conservative and terrified of heights. But
That doesn't track.
That checks out.
it's I'm terrified of heights. It's hilarious.
You got to have wings to be up there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
the
like
key.
standing on the high ultimate platform. Fucking terrifying. I couldn't do it. Like my stomach hurt and all that shit. But flying right next to it with my speed wing, I was like just chilling. I could be sipping a margarita and be happy, you know. But this one, keep knocking it a lot too.
Get good audio on this one.
So this one, the fundraiser happens the night before the party. And I just done my first base jump, super fired up, bought like 10 raffle tickets. They're each like $20. And the prizes are sick. There are brand new wingsuits. You can get a brand new canopy, 1,000 skydives, like crazy fucking prizes. There's also normal shit like blankets and mugs and stuff, but you know, it's the chance of getting something sick.
Yeah.
And I bought a bunch. We're just kind of hanging out, waiting for the raffle. They had a drinking contest for eggnog drinking.
Oh yeah.
It was a shot per minute. Whoever could drink the most eggnog, last man standing, literally wins. And they could just, I guess, pick a prize, whichever prize they wanted. So sick little setup. Eggnog was fucked. I tried a little bit. It was like 40%. It tasted more like vodka than eggnog. Just like someone put a little milk and cinnamon in the straight vodka, and bad vodka too. And Dante got second place.
Oh.
My brother, he did it. He got second place, did 35 shots.
Wow.
Fucked up. He was hammered. People were like carrying him around. The guy got first place. It was 40 something shots. He was in a stretcher with an IV in his arm. He was fucked.
He needed it.
So it was a real contest for real men.
For real men.
And then that kind of sets the backdrop. Dante's fucked up somewhere in this room, and I'm just waiting to, hear my name on the raffle. And I hear my name. I say, Diego Wardlaw. I'm like, let's fucking go. I fucking won something. And I walk up to the stage. I'm all fired up. Get to the stage, and they go on the mic, and they say, you've been nominated to get a tattoo by Dante. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? All good. No thanks. I'm like, you've been nominated. And like 15
Can't go back on a nomination.
Like just all grab me and just force me into this stool on this table. One chick who's fucking huge. Her biceps are like this big. Climber, like one of the best skydivers in the world, had me in a chokehold.
You're there.
3 people were holding my arm down, and Dante just takes this fucking, it's like the inside cartridge from a tattoo gun.
Oh hell.
Holding it in his hand like this and just start just stabbing like this
Oh, that's worse.
on my arm. And yeah, I mean, you can tell it's fucked up. But
it looks like it was done at
cool.
home.
It's cool for sure. It's got a like graffiti vibe to it.
Speckled.
And exactly speckled. Spritz.
Dude, I would have been losing my mind. I would have been
fucking
like
hurt.
fighting and
I'd been-
like,
No,
livid.
I was fighting, and then at one point he's like, you're gonna love this tattoo when I die. And I was like, what the fuck? Fine, give me the fucking tattoo. And that made it a little better, but that was a little dark.
Dude, he always says some crazy shit like that.
He's fucked.
He gets a new parachute. He's like, oh, this thing is so sick. I'm going to go in on this one. I'm like, what?
The worst is when he breaks up with a girlfriend.
Oh, gosh, bro.
There's nothing more dangerous than a recently single base jumper.
For real.
But yeah, that was a fun tattoo for sure.
Yeah.
What's the one above it?
The one above it, first time ever, first date with Avery.
Yeah.
I let her give me this.
Oh.
I just was feeling crazy. I was like, "You want to give me a tattoo?"
Good fun.
She's like,
first
"Sure."
date.
And you want to see what I gave him in return?
Oh, yeah.
Or what I gave you?
The box was already there. All he got was the smiley face.
It's great. It's awesome.
I was like, I'll let you do that, but that's
yeah,
it.
it's worth it. I got
was
a
also
free
first
tattoo
date?
out of it.
Yeah. So
Hey, that's pretty dope.
I did let him do something back.
So I would have let you
Nice.
done this anyways. It's a great tattoo.
Crazy to me.
It's
That
awesome.
I
thing's
remember
high
thinking this guy was
quality.
insane
Yeah.
for letting me do that.
Just a normal day.
It's like right in pretty open spot.
I know.
Yeah, like the most open.
It's not like my
spot,
party like
the craziest design. Like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Speaking of the party leg, let's see it, dude. I want to see my.
No, bro, I already did that.
Come on, pull it out.
You
The
were not the
camera's
first
on.
person
Pull it
I've
up.
heard about a party leg
I'll
here.
pull it up.
Party leg. Party leg.
I don't think I can. Sorry, folks. You're not gonna get to see it today.
Come on, drop those shorts.
Come on.
I already did.
We'll get a
I had my
picture
old
of
dick out.
it.
I
We'll
farted-
get a picture
I
of it.
farted in the mic. You missed it.
Come on, let's see what you got, bro.
Let me just make sure that my dick's not completely out. All right, we're good. Oh, baby. So, no judgment. Anyone that comes over to my house can tattoo whatever they want on this leg. And this is the result of that.
Uh-oh. That's
It's
all I'm
fucked.
saying.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Some of them knew what they were doing.
Dallas did this one. I don't know who did that one. This was me just making sure the machine worked. I think that was two. My buddy Gabe fucked up. He wanted to write his name. He tried first. He said GA and then he messed it up. So he tried again below. Still didn't get it all the way. Just two letters. Just gaga now. Avery did this one. It's like a little sperm whale or something with a cat hanging by it or something.
Dude, those all look
This is my real tattoo. This is a peregrine falcon. Fastest animal on earth.
That one's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. This is my ass.
Might have to cut some of that. We'll see.
That's all.
I have to cut most of that.
I can add sensor bars over it. It's fine.
see what Avery approves of.
it's just your junk swinging in the game. He wasn't in the video your leg that whole time.
Just zoomed in on his nuts the entire time.
Just like bouncing. He's like, and do a little jump so we can see the tattoo.
Yeah, jiggle, jiggle. Here, wait. Let me switch this to slow-mo mode. Yeah, dude.
How you feeling, Avery? It's 9:20.
Should we wrap up the pod, bro?
I would love to keep it going. This is fun as shit.
This is great time.
How about we
2 more hours?
No. I was thinking, how about on Wednesday when I'm back up here
Part 2?
and DJing, we do part 2. I bring the tattoo machine and we do a tattoo during the podcast.
I'm down.
I'm not against that. Let me see what my schedule is Wednesday. I know actually,
Wednesday tight?
it's tight. Yeah, I'm headed up to a Solomon demo day up at Brighton, and then I've got to work.
What days are you free?
Tuesday, Thursday.
Tuesday?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Do we have Blaine on Tuesday or is he Thursday?
I'm busy tomorrow.
I'd have to check.
Tuesday I can do. Thursday I can do.
Okay.
Especially if it's during the
tomorrow's
day.
Monday.
That's ideal.
Tomorrow's Monday. Are you good Monday?
No.
I'm not good Monday. I'm busy. It's my birthday.
Are we good Tuesday?
Mhm.
I'm good Tuesday.
During the
night.
day?
Like after 4.
Let's do it.
I can do
I'm
that.
down. And then I'll DJ after.
Yeah, because I was gonna go snowboarding on Tuesday.
Where are you going? I'm down.
Scratch it.
Let's go to let's go to Brighton, dude.
All right.
Go to Woodward.
We'll go to Woodward, but the snow's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to go for like
Pow day. Take out your new board.
potentially, dude.
I mean, if the snow's good.
Gentham
Still hasn't
stick.
been enough snow this year. Taking a new board. Fucking rocks everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been a fucked year.
Hey, it ended pretty strong. I mean, we got like 4 feet the last week or so.
Did you really?
Yeah, Brighton's sitting at I think the last 7 days, it's at least 4 feet of snow. It's in crazy.
4 feet for the whole season?
No, yeah. The whole season. 4 feet. You know, average year is 500 inches. This year we're sitting at a total of 48.
Seems like it, dude. Seems like
Crazy been dry, dude.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. It was snowing the whole time I was gone.
Us too, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, dude, we can run it back. Appreciate you for coming through. You're the freaking man, bro.
Dude, fuck
Love
yeah. Good shit.
Good freaking times,
That was
bro.
sick.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was fun. We'll continue it. It's part
Much
two.
love. All right, well,
I know you guys aren't going to edit it by Tuesday. So.
stay tuned for part 2. We'll be back in 10 seconds.